I worked hard to turn obsessions to professions. Tasted success after I stopped chasing perfection. See, what it looks like is really all subjective. Imagine what I look like if I listen to suggestions. No, I don't want to hear that I'm next up. Would you still love me if I mess this all up? I watched my cousin turn into a felon, and he watched me turn into a local legend. Mom knew I was special, must have been the exception. Always had to drive with no gas or direction. How'd I turn into the plug off my connections? Had to make impressions instead of being reflections. I hope you get the message. Life ain't really what it seems. I don't even dream, augmented my reality. Sometimes I can't believe that I'm really me. Look in the mirror and I'm still here. I've been popping since a teen. Yeah, rare sight in my city to make it out. They start hating on you when they clap it out. So watch out. They catch you out in traffic now. That's why I hug the block like it's my favorite route. A lot of people said I'm lost in my ways.
ODD, POD, yeah, you know me, MARC.
POD or ODD, RASHID, you already know.
And Dillon McCluskey.
Right. Look, we got credit as
Right. Dillon was like, that my cue? Yeah, I was playing. No, man, we back with a special episode. Y'all know what it is. I appreciate y'all for making the iPod what it is. The growth's amazing. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Rate, review, subscribe. We need more comments, man. Y'all be playing, man. This is y'all's show, too. Y'all, people say that, and then y'all finally get the chance, and then y'all don't be doing it. So don't blame me. Blame yourself. But anyways, we back with another one. If you haven't checked out our Western Farmers Market pod, last week that was dope. We still got pieces of that coming out. If you haven't checked out Mark So Fly, dope. If you haven't checked out Fruities, Tim, dope. All across the spectrum with our last few podcasts, so I'm sure you can find something to enjoy. But we're back today with our focus on, I guess the best way to say it is hiatus. He's back off his hiatus. His name didn't ring then. Now she feeling the vibrations. Don't put his face on live, though. You know it's a violation. I don't know what your problem is, Shawty, but between all the guests who have spoken, this man in particular, into fruition, we manifested everything over here like, yo, this really works. He's got a timeless drive that reminds us road to riches is just an avenue. Hell, he might split an atom just to show nothing matters, yet with that same power, he's given us the newest renaissance since, well, we'll get into that. Hxndsxight's co-leader, the critically acclaimed, clinically insane, Dillon McCluskey. Appreciate you hopping on with us, my dog.
That was what an intro.
And it's funny because it's like, if you know, you know. If you're a real Hxndsxght fan, if you're a real Dillon fan, if you've really been tapped in, you already know what all that means. I'm not even speaking a different language, but for others, yeah, y'all might have to go ahead and get a little breakdown of New Renaissance, because that's oof.
Hey, Mark be killing these intros for real.
How you doing?
He be killing these intros.
Hey, if you need me to MC, need me to come out to introduce you,
Right.
hey, I'll write something better. I was just like the beta version, you feel me? I'm telling y'all. I will. I MC, I'll jump up her side. Hey, I don't know. I get in the weeds on this shit. I don't play. Especially if you got bars, of course. It's easy. It's actually easy. What do you mean?
Yeah, 'cause, you just sprinkle them in, you know?
That's what I'm saying. I might do it the whole episode if I find the right digs. But no, man. Dillon, we talked to you with, you went to school with Trey?
Y'all be doing anything, saying anything. Y'all be doing anything, saying anything.
I did. I went to barely, but I didn't know him at that time.
That's a funny story, by the way. I'm gonna have to clip that in of Trey's side of the story. He's seen it. He's already seen the clip. He was like, damn, I ain't never gonna let me live off that, bro.
All right.
Because I didn't know Dillon face to face yet. We would like talk on social media and stuff. And at one point I was trying to get in his rap group, but they ain't let me in. But he always say he says I hold on to that story, but I ain't gonna.
He always talk about how I didn't let him in my rap group, but it's like I didn't let Trap in the
group.
I didn't let Trap in the rap group either.
Damn.
Oh, it was competitive. It was competitive. Trap got some bars.
I wouldn't say competitive, but more or less like I was an asshole. You feel me? Like I was just like, nah, this is my group, you know, like but
get your own, Brody.
But nah, like I obviously grew to like fuck with him. Like those are my guys now. So Like it's
I
never
know
lost.
that's what
But
makes it funny.
yeah.
I mean, Steady's my guy too, but I hated him at one point. He was the running back at Xndsxght. I'm the running back at Manual. I mean,
Yeah.
shit. I ain't friends with nobody. You feel me? Nah, it's my dog. That's the only nigga who understands everything that that
Right.
niggas gonna get through
That's
because
how
of
me
that.
and Trap are. Wait, it's Eastern Ballard. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to.
Man, yeah, he's a
you know
Ballard
that's what
boy.
I'm repping. You already know.
You know,
Ballard,
it's a Ballard.
Ballard.
That's a
for sure.
yeah.
That's how I know. That's how I know Trap.
It's all right. My wife went to Eastern with you, Dillon. She was 2 years older.
Love Eastern.
Hey, shout out them Eagles.
I respect it though. I respect the love for where you been.
Yeah.
I don't know if he does. I think he's saying that tongue in cheek. You know how
He
them
ain't saying
Ballard, you know how them Ballard
to be
people
nice
are.
on the pod.
I know.
Right.
If we gonna get off the pie, gonna be like, hey, you know that shit's real though, right? Meet me on the
Right.
court, nigga.
Nah,
Oh, shit.
we took that
I
shit
love that
serious.
shit,
Like
though.
I don't know, people that went to
That's-
Ballard, we love Ballard. Like we just
You-
do.
Tell
You
him,
should-
tell him in Ballard Eastern games weren't crazy, bro.
It really used to be like gangs when you be at the mall. Be like, what school you go to?
Right? No, for real.
There you go.
Who you
there
repping?
you go. No, and if you knew, you'd be like, yeah, that's a nigga from Eastern. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody
He
like
ain't-
nobody.
He's 6'7". He might be going D1, but he ain't like that for real. Though.
Don't let like you have a girl from that school because hey, it ain't even your girl, but you just
Hey.
mad that he got a girl from your school. Like
Hey, I would hate. Hey, don't let a male nigga have it. Hey. Nah, because Lamont was in our. Lamont and Beach would leave St. X. They would come over to Manual, and they would be in our weight rooms before we even got out of school. That would piss me off. I gotta talk to him about that. That would piss me off. Like, why would you stun on me to that? Why would y'all stun on me to that ability? R.I.P.
we
R.I.P. my nigga
outworking
Beach.
you.
R.I.P.
We outworking
On
you
my
in your
turf.
building.
But I gotta talk to Lamont about that. That is disrespectful in hindsight. No pun intended.
Hindsight, right?
See, I told you in hindsight.
Right.
In hindsight, I'm warming up. But no, seriously, I'm like, that's disrespectful now I think about it. So the rivalries was deep. It was real.
It was.
It was real. And outside of all that, we're here with Dillon McCluskey. Just tell us about, where you grew up, your childhood. How'd you describe your upbringing, yourself, Were you a nerdy kid, sports kid? Were you always into music? What was young Dillon like?
No. I was born here, but we moved around a lot so much that I feel like I got to experience like many different like phases and different friend groups or whatever I wanted to experiment with. So, I feel like it was nerdy Dillon, it was skater Dillon, it was like athlete Dillon today, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like I explored a lot of that, but I lived in Bowling Green for a little bit, Bardstown. I lived in Lexington 2 different times. My mom moved us all the way to Tucson, Arizona for a little bit, like a year and a half. Yeah. Like what, 6th grade? 6th grade, prime Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Prime that was Steve Nash MVP year, actually. So it was good to like experience the
Shut up.
Yeah. Good to experience that. From here we never had a major team. So going out there and getting to experience like a big city like that, was crazy. But Tucson is basically like the sister city of Phoenix, like the Louisville to Lexington, I guess. So it was cool. And then we moved back to Kentucky. Really the only consistency that I could say with like all those different stages was my love for music. Like it never changed.
Did you meet anyone out there?
In Arizona?
Like connections? Or just that you still have now?
Nah, not music.
How was that dry heat out there?
It's
Crazy.
swampy out here now.
Crazy. We used to try to like leave cookie dough in like a baking tray on the dashboard and see if he come out and mix it, or like, try to cook the egg on the
On the ground.
We used to really try to do that. Never worked.
That's some 90s.
No
That's some
eggs
90s
fried.
kid shit. Right. Some
Fried, though.
90s kid shit.
But I'm from here. Like that's my first time ever experiencing like anything different, culture, climate. Like it was good for me. I'd say that.
So you think Steve Nash deserved those 2 VPs over Shaq, right?
over Kobe.
Man, he got
Or
the
Kobe, my bad.
over
Kobe, my bad. This is yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like Kobe should have got it, but
You alluded to not liking Kobe.
You said what?
I say you alluded to not liking Kobe.
Nah, I'm a Celtics fan, so I grew up hating Kobe. So
Oh, okay, okay. I'll let you slide.
After retirement, it changed for me, you know.
Okay. I thought he was like me, and I just didn't like Kobe for a minute because I thought he was like a selfish,
It's
most
like-
selfish player.
I can't let everybody know that I like Kobe as a Celtics fan.
Okay, so I got to save this clip and hold it for a rainy day.
Right. And look,
That's right. That's crazy. He's like, nah, bro. They set me up, bro. They set me up. Go watch the full interview. They clip farming.
It's the Celtics.
What the hell made you a Celtics fan? Were you like that since a kid? Did you Paul Pierce, Rondo, Eastern?
Definitely Rondo. Definitely Rondo.
I knew it.
So many people from
Shout out
Kentucky
Rondo.
that are Celtics fans because of Rondo. So
I wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan of the Celtics, but while he played, I wanted to see them win. Correct. Over
Yeah.
Kobe. Yes.
we got it over Kobe.
Mm-hmm. So you're
did
right. That was a hell of a finals, boy.
did you hoop? Did you play any sports like coming up?
Yeah, I play basketball. I play football. I skated a little bit, but I wouldn't even put that in the conversation. But it was definitely
Me too.
was hooping, basketball, and then I started running track around like 8th grade to 10th grade. It was track, but yeah, I wasn't like we would just train all day, just run games until it would go dark. Like we do football drills, trying to catch 100 slants, a certain amount of catches before lunch. We eat lunch, and then after lunch we just shoot, working on drills. But that was like summer for 3 years straight. Like me and my friends want to hang out. They're like, yeah, we're running drills. So that's
Damn.
we were doing. Put me on diets and everything. So I was.
What was y'all on? Y'all was trying to make the
we
league.
was really trying to. We was trying to do AAU and everything. Like
I feel it. I like that work ethic from such a young
Right,
age
for
and
real.
trying to do it.
It taught me a lot. I mean, I still do the music, so
Mm-hmm.
definitely helped me.
Translates.
Right. No, it really does. Sports translates to all types of life events.
No, I definitely agree.
Man, that was my problem. I wasn't like, I'm not saying I was a superstar, but I've always been like, I'm always good at the stuff I do. So when I was a kid, I didn't have it like work ethic to like, yeah, you good, but like, bro, that don't mean that, you know what I mean? Like if you want to keep going with this, you gotta like do stuff that other people ain't doing. And like my dad,
That's the only time.
preached it, but I was like, whatever.
That's
I'm
the
good
only
enough.
time I was. Right. That's what I was about to say. Because that's the only time I was better than everybody. Was when I worked harder than everybody. Because I was never more talented than everybody. You know what I'm saying? But when I was working harder than everybody, oh yeah, I was better than everybody. But when I stopped doing that, went right back down to above average. Can do something. But probably not.
He lived off his Heisman.
He lived off that one good 7th grade year.
Yeah.
And parlayed it into a starting role
That's
and then never turned into
crazy.
shit. That's crazy. You can argue that that's my football career. I did have I did have like close to 2,000 yards and like close to 20 touchdowns. But
That's
when you really
crazy.
look at it, I only had like 1 or 2 touchdowns my senior year. So like all that shit was sophomore and junior. You feel me?
You
I left
said-
a lot on the table.
You said they was eating off you though. Like you would get them down inside the 20, and then they'd be like, "All right, so
Nah, Dillon. I had a mentally abusive running back coach. I did it. Anyone can tell you I've done it. I did it to every team. Male, Fern Creek. I scored on St. X. They didn't catch me. Trinity, every team that we played, Darnell will tell you this. I'm breaking through, getting loose, da-da-da. I get caught because I'm not fast. Like, like when your boy who played for U of L, what's the 6'5" safety we had, Jalen, that was at Fern Creek. Like, okay, he hawked me down. He's 6'5", where I'm 5'7". All right, so yeah, when I run 50 yards, I expect him to hawk me down. You know what I'm saying? But I was literally at the 2, and it's just like, no, we're going to give it to somebody else. If you really wanted to score, Marcus, you would have scored. Like, that's what they would do. So I did have a lot of touchdowns left on the table, too. But, that's what he would do. He'd be like, if you really wanted to score, he's like, you don't want to score, bro. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. 10 carries for 122 yards and no touchdowns.
That's crazy.
Fuck it. No, but seriously, back to the point. Working harder, yes, is always the reason. For at least for me, because I'm in anything I've done, I ain't got no super talent, this or that. Good, like you said. But what is that when you were up in Lexington when this was going on?
We had like Tyson K out there. I went to school at Brian Station. That's so I'm going
You in the
in.
Brown Station?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
So
where my
like,
football coach came from.
okay. I ain't never played football at Station, but my 8th grade going into 9th grade year, Sheldon Mack was going to Butler. So we got to watch Sheldon Mack, and like that was like, man, we got to be like them. Tyson Gay had the world fastest man before Usain Bolt. So it's been, having things like that in our backyard really like turned it to.
That is true. Does that make you a UK fan? U of L fan? Where's your heart at? My father-in-law's a UK fan. He asked me at church today. He goes, "Did you turn my UK things on the side of my refrigerator upside down? My paws?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "Somebody did it." He was like, "I thought it was pretty funny. I thought it was like L's down." I was like, "I wouldn't do that to you."
Oh,
Yeah, I feel the same way. Especially now that we're $30 million in deficit, we need all the support from everybody. We all
Sheesh.
do. We might just team up and make University of Louisville, Kentucky, and just parlay it into championships. I'm not for
You
sure.
know who's taking care of the bill. You know who's taking care of the bill, Marcus. It's Papa John. For real. Hey, they best friends. They used to FaceTime.
Who?
You, I swear.
You're disgusting. You're a disgusting human being.
Am I clip farming?
You are. You can't trust your mans, man. People will try to use you for a come up. That is crazy. It is his friend. He went to Ballard with him. That's messed up because it is our friend. Now I'm trying to disown him. It's fucked up. You are clip farming. You tricked me. This is all part of your plan. Shout out our boy Q, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out boy Q, man. He's in the family. We'll just say he's in the family. But nonetheless, if you see a clip coming out, we ain't like that. It's not like that. Gosh, jeez Louise, you are such a hater. Yes, he's on Flip the Bill probably. I'm not gonna put it
for
on him.
real. He comes back in the fold and we got 30 mil to spend. We spent 10 mil, 12 mil last year, bro. So come on. That's all I'm saying.
All righty. On to the next subject. Dylan, were you the music Dylan?
Yeah.
Were you always, because when I listen to your music, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like you can kind of make anything. I don't feel like I hear a bad song from you. You have like a multitude of like perspectives. You have a patented flow. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you probably have a diverse background when it comes to music taste. But how would you describe, what would young Dylan be listening to if we ran up on him, took an earbud out his ear?
Like young John was pretty certain there. Like my dad was like a bootleg man, right? So he was getting all the movies in and everybody, right? I'm in the music.
Very important role in the community.
Yes, and I'm going through. I'm finding like Black Wall Street Gang. I'm finding different type of mixtapes, which were bad albums. Those are my favorite shit that I was talking about.
Interesting.
I kept that shit. Like that was on my favorite shit. But then when I'm like by myself, we had like my dad had like Cherry Tech something. So I'm listening to like Adlib, Quasimodo, and like,
okay.
Really, but I really shouldn't. And then what I really figured out was rap was like, now I was watching Eminem on like TRL and different shit like that. I was like, okay, well, this is I can name for this sound. And my people just looking to rock.
Nelly was a run.
The number one.
They was playing Pimp Juice all summer.
It's still played to this day.
It's
depending on the
classic.
crowd.
Right, depending on the crowd. Must be the money, depending on the other. I just paused some Air Force Ones. I feel like that is like timeless. Like that whole era is timeless still. I guess that's why they tried to hurry up and deem them Unk shoes.
Right. They did throw that off as aux shoes. That's crazy.
I feel like Nelly's. That's a good one. Would Dillon ever make a Tim McGraw? What did he make? I was trying to get
The country album?
no, the crossover. The crossovers. I'm trying over and over again. Would he ever? Will we ever catch Dillon on that?
Hey, never say never. I don't know.
Hey, okay.
Before in the R&B doing, no doubt.
Look, he saw that one coming. He said, "You ain't gonna put me in the corner."
You talking about?
As soon as he said R&B, it was about to turn into a big ass hat
Listen,
out of nowhere.
we ain't gotta put this stuff on there. If it,
Yeah,
if
as I was about to say, it just
turns out.
depends.
I just got a question for you. Are you feeling the new Harlow like vibes? The little R&B stuff, the look.
I can't give you a true opinion because I haven't fully immersed myself in that project. So I've heard a little bit
Me
of
either.
it. What I have heard, I like. So I can't really like go either way. But I don't know. I feel like if he's being him, let him be him. Like I like true expression.
Okay, my personal opinion. I don't personally know. So I'm speaking as another dude from Louisville.
We should ask Sloop when we saw him.
Right. No, for real.
For real. That would have
You
been
want an inside scoop, but
we'll save it for another day.
I don't know. Like you said, I don't know. I'm not talking about the music. I haven't heard it. But as far as like the new look and stuff, I just wonder if it's like for an aesthetic to sell what he's making, or if he genuinely in his life has been moved to like start dressing that way. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's a New York vibe, bro.
Are y'all? I know he signed James Savage, so he is trying to like go towards like.
Shout out James Savage, Henderson's own. Ooh.
So I haven't told him like that, so that's something to for you.
Shameless freaking plug. Shout out James.
Is that an iPod
We do got to do
exclusive?
that is an iPod exclusive. Shout out James right there. iPod exclusive.
He's doing amazing. Dropped his album last month.
Sounds beautiful. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't
Niggas be
think
like,
that's the thing. Like flag.
you know, yeah.
My opinion.
I don't. You know, he's kind of like the way he markets himself. He's kind of like not really awkward, but he kind of like does these like little funny. It like if it's funny to you, like okay, but it's like this niche kind of comedy kind of thing he does. And I feel like what the art piece is real, but the way it got rolled out, people took that and ran with the rollout. And sometimes he plays into those things. I think he knows a lot of artists. I feel like that's just me. That's personally me. I don't know. I'm giving my theory. But nonetheless, I don't know. It might be better than Iceman.
I like that.
I ain't heard
I like
that
Iceman
either,
too. I like Iceman too, man. I don't know why people is hating on it so much for real. Now, and I don't know why, but I don't know why also Drake fans are glazing in front of my face so much like this. Like, I don't care about the beef no more. I just want to talk about the album. And like, I don't care about the 14 people he dissed. I don't care if Kendrick's gonna say. I don't care anymore. Was it a good piece of work or not? He did what he was supposed to do. I don't know what to tell people. Like, geez.
You remember the last beef when he had to do Scorpion? It was a double. Remember, he was like for the triple album. You know, like,
I know.
Like post beat Drake with more music. You gotta adjust. I don't think I liked it at first. I had to go back to like the other two albums. I'm in the boat with no words, but I really check it out.
I'll say I haven't listened to Habidi in the other one though. It's kind of weird to call it Maid of Honor. So I have to hear why it's called Maid of Honor. Nonetheless. Is there any other rap opinions we want to hurry up and get Dillon on? I don't know. But I did notice that Dillon had controversial people as his intros though. Brett Favre and Pete Rose were two of his intros to his projects. And I don't know if Brett Favre was before the Brett Favre stuff, but I was cracking up. I'm like, I love all his different like alter egos, you know, Ricky Bobby, this, that, blah, blah. But I was cracking up on that one. I said, I wonder if he just likes controversial people.
But I bet on myself.
No, it's dope. I forgot what'd you say about Brett Favre?
I had a day the other day, like Saturday, and I'm performing hard something else. And it was basically probably like Papa did this all for the family and all. So boy, But I was like, I'm performing it, and I'm like, man, I can't even do it. Can't even do it. But I don't. It's all before.
I know. That's what I figured. I figured it was all before it too, bro. So I was like, damn, Brett messed it up for him. But then Pete Rose, he redeemed him though. Because Pete Rose actually, he said, put him in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame. Right. They waited till he was dead though, right, Dillon?
Yep. He didn't get to see it.
How would you feel if they waited till you was dead to put you in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
They don't know.
Just personally.
Guess I don't have an opinion. I wouldn't know, but
You wouldn't know.
that's style.
So
like,
you literal about it. You ain't care. You
I
wouldn't,
mean, literally.
You
like,
chill.
it's
You
just-
chill, Dillon. I feel that. I might say I'm a fire sign. I might take that to the grave and come back through and spin the block on them. Just be. You right. I really ultimately I wouldn't care, but I would a little bit. There's something in me. There's a little bit where it's like y'all playing in my face. Well, not in my face because now my face ain't. You feel me? But.
If you could get a post-life interview.
There's a TV show on Amazon where like you can like after you're dead they upload you so you can watch your funeral. Up. Okay, my bad. Anyways, but anyways, that would be me on the other side. Remember, he's at his funeral. He's pissed. He's like, it's all the people that came. That's what they said about me. Like that would be me where I'm like,
nah, for real.
I'd be like,
it's crazy.
I don't know, but I probably appreciate it though. I'm just weird. Maybe I'm emotional. Too emotional. What'd you say?
I think we need to give people their flowers while they're here.
Yeah, that's why we do. I agree with you on that, though, more importantly than anything. I agree with you on that. That's why we started this platform. For real. Me and Rashad ain't out here trying to have conversations, just to have them in front of people type shit. So, no. All right, so we got his music taste. How did your music taste evolve into, like, what was your first experiences like making music or messing with it or creating it in some format? What was your first memories in that? What was your first songs like? What did you say?
They were awful.
Hey, you got to start somewhere. I feel the same way. I'm like, hey, if you would have heard, they was kind of hard, but they was trash.
We thought they was hard at the time.
What was worse? The mix, the flow. Were you making beats or were you just hopping on beats and rapping?
I just started producing in the last since COVID. Where at first,
okay.
I was rapper Dillon, but I had the equipment in my house, or I guess I had the house to let the equipment stay there, right? So
right,
people over my house and everything. I guess that's how it turned into engineering. My earliest memories, I guess, they're turning like I was doing poetry for a long time, and I guess turning them into songs were like, interesting, I guess. And so really just trying to figure out like how to stay on beat, whatever. That was I started me and friends, they were trying to rap, start playing rap groups and whatnot. I remember being the weakest link. I remember like really needing to catch up to people. So, I had to practice. I don't even want to think about those first songs. Like I first started recording in 7th grade. Don't want to think about any of those. I don't even show June my past a certain year. Sometimes I'll try to play him songs and be like, yeah, it's me. We don't do it.
That's crazy. June don't get to see it. That's crazy. He need top level clearance. He need top level clearance.
Right. Look, you ain't got that right now.
I don't even get to see it.
He don't even let it. I don't. Hey, once it's up, it's stuck. So hey, ain't no reason for real. Just maybe like just to be like, oh damn, look how far I came, type shit.
I don't even want to. It's embarrassing. Like I just couldn't rap though. Like I had to be turning the mic, like to really learn how to project my voice and deliver. It's like, it's really ass.
We are fans of progression. So
Yep.
I hear you.
Everything.
Like, it ain't no reason if you don't want to pick certain people to hear certain things. But like he said, where you came from that first record to like what you making right now.
Right.
And I mean, that's just a testament to your work ethic. So that's really
right,
shit.
for real. If you came from that and you the most shouted out person on the pod so far, for real. I mean, That says something. That says something about the kid that was doing 100 slants.
Right.
That's just shooting
See?
100 free throws.
Translates over.
What were you doing though, like in the studio to get better? Was you just like spending time? Were you just like literally just honing your craft, writing more bars? Like what do you think made you better? Were you, step by step? You know what I'm saying? What was it?
Definitely making more and more and more. So I really studied a lot of music. So I made a list of what I would assume would be the greatest rap or the greatest album, or I went back on lists and I listened for things that really stuck out to me, like cadences or flows or even kind of like techniques on writing. Like I bought it was like a rhyme book, and it literally like instead of a thesaurus, it would just show you like the different type of rhyme for that specific word, and I would just read that all day. Just those like rhyming in my head all day. You think of bars in between if you can like fill in, and eventually you got a verse. I've been writing in my head all day. Like I think of things that stick, and actually write it down on paper. To really just practicing rapping up, nothing like rapping with other people telling me like, nah, that shit's not it. And of course, like I had a part. We thought me and Chuck called each other our sparring partners. So like we made a lot off of each other, and like, I was really do writing exercises a lot. So it really changed my entire perspective. Like I feel like I just got good within COVID. Like and so it's it was really practice. If I could give any advice to anybody and get there.
Rashad has said this before, but that's why it's like, did we say it to June? It's like we impressed by like how serious y'all take the craft. Like that's what makes y'all a little different from other people, man. Is that y'all one day y'all was just like, no, I'm gonna study this shit. I'm gonna come obsessed with it. I'm gonna hit the 10,000 hour rule. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like no matter where I started, that's how I'm gonna end up where I'm gonna end up type shit. And it's like, I don't know. Like it just naturally blossom. Or like what you're saying, like did you say like you feel like you're just like getting good or something like that? Like that's what, and just things like that where I'm like, if I showed you my old music, you'd be like, huh. I might show you the right song and you might be like, okay, I can see, but like I feel the same exact way where I'm like, if I showed you all my music maybe in the past like couple years, like 18 months, you'd probably be like, that seems very different. Or you know what I'm saying? So I'm
Right.
like, I feel like personally me, like you speaking to me when you say that, where it's like I'm on that same journey kind of with you. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like I look at myself in the same light as you look at yourself. So it's like, and Dylan's probably like, why are you talking to me about you making music? I ain't know you make music. Yeah.
Nah, that's
I,
something on me.
I was about to say. But we ain't put shit out in like
It's
probably the
shit
last
for
one.
me. I'll drop that tape in 2023.
Two? Okay.
Two?
I thought it was a year after
Something like
me. I thought it
that.
was a year after me.
So
No,
it's been a minute since
ours
like
was
we released.
2022.
We ain't stopped making shit, but
I'm
it's
about
been
to.
a minute
I'll have
since
to
we
send.
dropped
We'll have to
shit.
send you Dylan. We'll send you some shit.
Or it's-
But no, nonetheless.
It's that grind for perfection, and I'm not saying it's a good thing because sometimes it's not. Sometimes you'll go back and hear a song, you'd be like, man, I should have put this shit out. You know what I mean? You like in the moment, you're like, nah, that ain't good enough, and then you go back and hear it, and you're like, that was pretty good. I ain't saying it was a hit, but shit, that was some solid work.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be collecting dust type shit.
Right.
Right type shit. Do you ever feel that way with old stuff, Dylan? Or are you trying to type of person who's trying to put it out or continue working on it or whatever?
It's for kind of like the music. So when I do a song, it's just like it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna press to try to make it better. So it's like, I get a thought up. But there's certain songs where you're like, maybe I could take somebody on there, and maybe we could play guitar off that, or especially on the Hxndsxght album, it's a lot of like going back to it on it. It's the most touching up on songs I've done.
Sometimes if a song needs something, then we go back on it. Like on the Hxndsxght album, we're going back on a
Yeah.
lot of the songs and adding certain parts or transitions or like ear candy, something that we can excite people with. But most songs, I just make it we mix it and keep it pushing. Like, I don't really go back. Nocturnal was the song that I like did the most work to in the last like 3 years.
Interesting.
Why you only see me in the nighttime? That's the only time that I feel alive. Only hit you when I feel alright. Tonight's one of those nights, so is you down to ride? Yeah. I need you to distract me from my own thoughts, so I'm not out here chasing any more thoughts. I need a girl that can be my homie. Who can I call when I'm sad and lonely?
In the past, how long?
Probably 3.
That's crazy.
That was probably
That's
the song I
crazy.
opened up or kept going back to the most.
Kind of makes
I
sense
could-
because
I could hear
it's
that.
pretty.
I can
Yeah,
hear that.
it's pretty well curated, like theme song, like whole kind of mood, everything. I mess with that too.
Right.
Come
We
on.
gonna we gonna get into it. We gonna get into
We'll get
it.
right.
'cause, yeah.
I mess with that. That's a dope one. So that's kind of your philosophy.
Yeah.
So then you start making. On the Dillon timeline. In your head, you were like, you had your own group at some point. You're like, you're progressing, from the weakest link to this and that, blah, blah, blah. So how do we get to your first drops and things of that nature? Like fast forward us to that point. What was your first drop where you were like, where it went from that to, nah, I'm gonna put some shit out?
I dropped 2 mixtapes that I don't really talk about no more. But those are like high school. The high school music really doesn't exist in my brain.
For most people, I still
Yeah.
feel the same way. I need to go find some of mine. I know there's one on YouTube, but that's it.
I can't. I had to scrub
You got to scrub your dig.
Scrub the net.
scrub the internet.
Scrub the digs. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
blame you, bro. You went to
So-
anonymous, like, hey, here's 100. Do what you do.
Mandela.
That was
MandelaEffect.com.
right. That was in a Mandela effect. You don't
I don't
remember
even
that
know what
probably.
you talking about. Right.
But yeah. So I feel like the first project. So before Hxndsxght, we had a group called Apex. It was above people's expectations. We had Apex, and that was the group me and AP was in. We had a group before that called Hxndsxght, and that's what Latreille was trying to join. Everybody in the group had Young in their name. That's why Latreille. I was like, bro, you got to change your name if you got a Young Latreille. You feel me? So
He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it.
he would change his name. That's why I told. That's
See,
why
he
I
didn't-
said you.
He didn't say
He
that.
didn't say
I say
that
you're
He
part.
didn't
misleading.
say that, Trey.
That's why I said he's misleading because
We
he
gonna
wanted to
have to
join
turn
Young
this.
Squad. So
Come
Young,
on, young
Young-
Trey.
You know that's a clip.
we had 2 different groups in high school. I was a part of 2 different groups, and I basically was just like one day I was like, I'm not gonna keep like fooling with the 2. Let's just join both of them together, and we joined like it was the real super team. Like it was the first time I ever heard of a collective before like Odd Future and everybody like that. We had that group, and when we did our first Apex album, it was called Cloud 9. And we recorded it at my house, Mac Don's house. We had a little studio at school at Eastern too, and we recorded half the songs there. That was really like the first time we made like real motion, and people were like from other schools and people from our school was like starting to recognize us. And so that was like the first time I was like, damn, I'm a rapper. Like we gotta keep it pushing. So, we all kept making music after that. That was like
y'all have a
2011.
recording studio.
Yeah.
The hell y'all have a recording? When y'all have a recording studio?
So we had this class. It was digital music, and basically the whole
What?
class was we had like a digital music class where they were trying to teach us like we were supposed to be playing "Mary Had a Little" like on keyboards. They realized how advanced like me, my homie Mac Don, and AP we were all in the class. By like week 1, we're opening up Reason, trying to learn how to make beats, and everybody else is trying to learn the C chord, And he's
Right.
he's like, y'all are advanced. Like, let me show you something. So within like those next like 2 months, we started just bringing in equipment from our house or that he would bring in. And pretty soon we had like a Tascam like hard disk recorder. It had the faders on it and everything. It had to sit on like a custodial, like the custodian carts. Yeah. Where, they rolling it through we had to steal one of those so we could put the Tascam on it. We had a mic in there, an oxygen keyboard, and we're just making songs all day. That was free studio time
That's
for
crazy.
electives. But pretty soon, you know, we're recording kids in school, like other kids in our class, skipping lunch to record, just crazy stuff. And we would make a song, and like the teacher would stop the class and be like, "All right, let's listen." And just peer reviews, like with our songs, and it was wild. So that was like the only time we could all get together was at school. So we just record together, and that was really what taught me like, oh, I feel like I could be an engineer. You know, like I feel like I can make this sound better. So
I'm jealous.
yeah,
Jealous.
What y'all doing, Ballard?
Shout out Francis. We was recording on 6th Street at the crib. Thank God we had him. What the hell,
At
man?
school?
What? Eastern, I ain't gonna lie. Eastern, yeah. Them Eagles is shitting high from high on us. Cause that's
Right.
not, that's
On
wrong.
that tip, yeah, for sure.
Shitting on the
Yeah.
GOAT.
And they told us like, so I had engineering homies, and they would like tell me like, yeah, they said they go to Eastern and the studio's still there. I'm like, what? They moved it from a classroom into the library, and so like it's like a part of like their new library, like they
Yeah, they
renovated it or
redid
whatever.
this. Yep, exactly.
So they have like a little, I guess they have like a TV thing, like, you know, the green screen, but they have the recording studio right there, and you know that's
So
that's
y'all
about-
started it? Y'all started it?
Yeah, it's stamped that we started it.
That's crazy. Shout out to y'all got that's cold. I ain't gonna lie,
That's
Dillon.
legendary.
I ain't expect to hear that. That's legendary.
And then that's what I'm talking about. So you're saying you're like, nah, my stuff from high school, delete that. But like you were being looked
Look what-
at as this, I don't know what to call you. Like you were running two
You was
groups.
being looked
You
at.
was in charge of who's
collective.
getting in a group. You're starting
Right.
a
Yeah.
studio at a high
That's
school
And-
in a
and they made us-
JCPS school.
And they made us do like
right.
the goofy songs. Like they made us do a song to sell the yearbooks, and like they were making us do goofy shit at Eastern.
So
like,
you were being commissioned.
yeah.
You-
And they
you
still owe
deserve
me
what-
yearbooks. They still owe me.
I'm about to pull up for real. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who's still there from Dillon's regime, but we don't need some. Like Dillon's like nobody. You're right. Dillon's like, I don't know. I ain't been back. But
I tapped in with my music teacher. He remembered me. So he, you know, I was, yeah.
well, how could he forget you? Shit. What you mean? Oh, that's probably somebody different though.
Probably, yeah. He retired.
That's dope. I ain't gonna lie, Dillon. I'm glad we got that story out of you. That's a exclusive show. So he started. So Dillon McCluskey, the founder of not only Hxndsxght and the other two groups, but also Eastern's
Apex.
digital
Young Squad.
Apex.
Young
Yeah,
squad.
yeah. Young Squad. Get out of here, Dillon.
That's
And you
crazy.
started Eastern's basically catalyzed. He was the catalyst to Eastern's program, digital
Hey,
music. So
That's
that's why I'm
some
like,
good
bro, so yeah, young Dillon's not surprised that, you know, Hxndsxight's co-founder, founder, whatever. That's dope, Dillon. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't do none of that shit.
I wouldn't either.
You know
I
when
was-
people would be like, they'd be like, you can start a club at your school and shit like that. Like Dillon
Right.
started the coolest club. He at least like got it going type shit. It was recording people.
that's
I
real.
would have been taking money, hey, 20 an hour.
You want to know what I was doing?
What was
I
you
figured
doing?
I
out.
don't know. I don't want to
I
know.
figured out on Microsoft Word how to make our report card. Like, I mean, I did it on Microsoft Word. Like, started with a blank document, sat there, looked at the report card, put the lines, put everything, like the tabs, perfect. To where, like, this is what I would do. I would take it to people and I'd be like, yeah, this is my report card. They would look at it and be like, damn, this is good. I'd be like, I made that. I just wanted to see if it passed. And like after that, people would like come to me and be like, bro, give me 3 A's, 2 B's. Like all I would have to, because I made the template. I made the
disgusting.
template. So all I had to do was just copy, like edit. And I charged a few people $5. If you was my homie for real, I just did it for you. But
Low
that's what I
balling.
was
That's
doing. Low balling.
low balling.
That's what
That
I
is
was doing.
crazy, Dillon. Dillon, what would you charge report card for the report card in high school? What would you
Flawless
charge?
report card, which you can make what you want.
What would I pay or what would I charge?
What would you charge?
Both shit.
I would pay up to $40 semester.
Yeah, probably the 25. Yeah.
I lowball myself.
I was freestyling one time and I was lit and I said something. It seems like jeans, some this, and they went crazy. But then I heard Dillon say it like in one of his shits, and I'm like, fucking Dillon stole my shit. I knew I should have capitalized on that shit.
I should have
Trademark,
recorded
pad that
that.
shit, recorded it on a disc, mailed it to myself, and then took him to court. Great minds think alike, Dillon. That's all I got to say.
That's not the only thing I took from y'all, man.
Oh,
I didn't want to say it
Oh,
right
okay.
now. I was trying to wait. That's
speaking of great minds thinking alike, oh my gosh. Let's just get in. We'll get into it.
to it.
Like on, because he brought it up. We an hour in. We only got an hour left. Dillon, I love it. We should have met you earlier. When I
Man,
heard a
facts.
dude had something called New Renaissance, I'm like, who is this guy? But the guy's always been there type stuff, which is like weird. Universe that should have already gotten with our reality type shit. You know what I'm saying? And then now that it has, it's like, whoa, like what the fuck were we doing in reality in the first place? But I don't know. People don't know. Yes, we're the iPod, but also when we started making music, we deemed ourselves as a group, me and Rashid, New Renaissance.
If you don't believe it, go look at the name on our podcast right now. Like, I know
Because that's
the
what
tag is the real iPod, but I mean the name.
so
It's
and
does
New
say New
Ren
Ren.
for short. It's gonna say New Ren for short. So New Ren. But nonetheless, we thought that maybe 2013, something like that. We were driving down Breckenridge Lane about to, you digs, I remember exactly type stuff. I was like, New Renaissance. And we were like, we don't know why, but what does it say? It's provocative.
Right.
You feel me? Like, we don't know why. It gets the people going, but it also captures what we're trying to do, like create a new wave of art that is historically a timestamp, that is a reflection of us, that is, you know what I'm saying? But in doing so, I'm like, when I saw that, I'm like, we got to be kindred spirits, bro. Like, that's our origin story on it. So what's your story on the whole New Renaissance project?
All right, so basically what the plan was me, Latre, and our homie Imagine, we were going to do like a 3-part series where we were going to have 3 projects with one word or one word titles. And I forgot what they were going for, but I just picked Renaissance, you know. We're fresh out of COVID. I'm thinking that, you know, the last time we had like a plague that hit the earth that bad was, you know, we came out of that with the Renaissance period, right? So I was thinking, okay, it's a fresh breath of air. We're coming back into a new light. So I was like, I'm just gonna call it Renaissance. Then Beyonce drops, and I said, snap, she took my title.
So we all felt the same way when Beyonce dropped, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was sick. I was like,
Me
no. So I'm like, well, this is the new Renaissance. This is you know, we're coming out of this with new ideas, new start, you know, like a new chance. I kept telling everybody, if you didn't learn anything from COVID, you wasted it. So like, I felt like I gained a lot of skills. I gained a lot of like confidence in myself. I was like, you know, this period right now is my new Renaissance. So when they were telling me that y'all were telling them about the podcast title, I said, dang, we got similar wavelengths right now. So that always excited me about coming on the show, because it was like, hey, we thinking the same.
So blame Beyonce?
Definitely
'Cause
blame Beyonce.
she made you turn it from Renaissance, New Renaissance. So even though we felt a certain way about Beyonce, we wouldn't have made her here without Queen B. Maybe she is a sorceress. I shouldn't have said that. I'm in trouble now.
Right.
And
Coming for you. Right. Look, that's not the iPod's opinion.
That's Mark J's?
It's Mark J's opinion.
My gosh. Nonetheless. So have you been working on this project since COVID? Or was that just a title
a
you've
lot
been
of
holding
those
on to since COVID?
a lot of those ideas came from COVID. So like,
Mm.
excuse me, when I was interning at 400, I was getting clients, but it wasn't like a lot to where I was actually like learning from things, right? So a lot of that was like, well, dang, let me I've taken a lot of time off to learn how to engineer and learn how to produce. I'm like, let me step back into the rapping mode and really not having much clients. I just had to practice on myself, So a lot of those ideas started off as like freestyles, random thoughts, and then I heard different beats for different sounds and started mashing verses towards each other, and it was basically just a lot of warm ups and like I was talking about the writing technique, writing exercises to try to get myself back in a rapper's shoes, and so thought like songs like Top Five and Whole Mood and even Renaissance Man, Team Rocket, it came from that, just stream of conscious. Let me just write. And then I was, we were talking about with the maturity and growing as of an artist. You just can't rap about the same things for forever. Like I can't just rap about weed and girls. Like let me rap about certain things that I've been put into, like position wise. So expensive habits, nocturnal songs like that just came from me just trying to write from a different place and a different emotion that I wanted to convey. And I just was blown away. I was like, well, I didn't know I can make songs like this. And so it's kind of crazy that I dropped the 2 projects in between this one because this one wasn't supposed to be my baby, but you know how things happen. It's about timing. And I felt like I was really put into this last year. Even these last couple of months have been like a fresh start for me, like a hard reset on my life. So when I dropped New Renaissance, I didn't realize that how much I was preparing myself, for uh, a whole new slate. It just like that I spoke into existence, but we here.
I don't know. I connect with the album a lot. With that being said, it's funny how shit works out to me. It's funny how you can hold on to stuff, and not just you. I would talk to a lot of people where it's just like on here, where it's like I've had this song since 2020, and I'm just bro. I'm always surprised by that. But you shouldn't be really, because when you make something timeless, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I
You
don't
can
even those
drop when you
ideas,
need
what
to.
you were stemming off of. You know what I'm saying? Like those stemming ideas. It's also impressive that stemming off freestyles and writing exercise into blossomed into 7 years of, into this. I think it's dope. Also shows how many times people may feel like I should not necessarily give up on something or an idea, but how if you don't, shit, might turn into something, it might, mature into something beautiful. So also dope. Who do you feel like you were speaking to on the project? Do you feel like it was to you? Do you feel like it was manifesting, like you said, it was a manifestation of energy to like, this is who I am, like the hard reset? Because I feel like I feel that as a listener, where it's like, I'll just tell you what I wrote down, Dylan. I'll just tell you what I wrote down. Where I connected to it, at least. I feel like I relate to it in a way that's like this multifaceted, wear many hats, like Signing Day, like character, talented main character that's like fighting conformity of like life and expectations. And like the project itself feels like a response. I wouldn't even say to being bottled in, but like some form of that. So I don't know if that was COVID when it comes to the overall, overarching theme of our conversation, like being bottled in, but even like parts of yourself where it's like, no matter how anyone's going to feel or respond, even myself, I've got to do like, I owe this to myself to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like, in that process, I feel like you articulated in one point where it's like, I just asked for you to hold me down. You know what I'm saying? And like inside and outside kind of deal. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it's like this manifestation, like energy kind of deal. That's how I viewed it as a listener. So I don't know like how that makes you feel or what your specific take is on it as you look at it yourself.
I like that interpretation.
Or if you like, I ain't even that deep, bro. I was putting 10
That's that
songs
deep.
together.
It's that deep. Because I mean, everything with sequencing and everything, like, you gotta
Keep the energy flowing kind of deal.
like everything matters, I
Makes
guess.
sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything's intentional. But I feel like, it was just a release of energy. There was a lot of things where I felt like, I wouldn't say anxious, but like I felt like frustrated with, and I felt good to release it the way I knew with music. Like Expensive Habits, like that song damn near makes me want to cry every time I hear it. Like every time I try to perform it, I try to stop myself from crying. Like Nocturnal gives me so much emotion and I'm like happy with it, so and that came from a dark, a dark thing. Like I had real hella conversations where I had to explain to girls I was dating about the lifestyle I live and how, music is number one in a lot of situations. And those were real questions, So I just it felt good to release it off my chest, but to release it as like a project, I blame a lot of that on Latreille just being on my ass and being like, we gotta release, we have something to show for. So it felt like equally as good to get it off my chest as to like cohesively wrap it up and actually put it out. So yeah, this
Therapeutic in a way.
for sure, for sure.
Anybody else evoke that same thought on one of their projects, Rashid? Does he remind you of anybody?
Therapeutic part, that was study, wasn't it?
I knew it. Ding, ding, ding,
And
ding.
Study's my dog.
iPod. Shout out. Shout out. Seems like a lot of people your dog. I ain't gonna lie, Dillon.
I'm a friendly person.
He do put on for the city a lot on his lyrics.
He do.
Try.
Put on in general.
Y'all see on the Hxndsxght album, we got a whole guest list. So y'all see
I
we working
know.
with people.
I know. Working
Gonna
with
go
people before I
stupid.
know, 2 years before I even know people type shit.
Keep your gotta keep your hand on the pulse, man. You gotta see.
No, you do a good job. Do a
Try.
good job. You do a good job. I'm trying to think. We can just go ahead and get into. You got any questions about like the actual album, like the songs itself, Rashid? Because I have a few, but
All I got is, this is very surface level, but I like the titles of the songs and of course the title of the project itself. Your titles make me want to hear the song before I even hear the song. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm
where
the
the
only
wild
one that's
things
like
are.
that. Yeah, just all that. Team Rocket, Nocturnal,
Team Rocket,
Crash
of course.
Bandicoot, Renaissance Man.
Crash Bandicoot.
We have a song called Renaissance Man, or I made a beat or something. I don't know. Something's called Renaissance Man.
Yeah,
But
we have something.
so
called
just all
Renaissance
of
Man, for
these
sure.
titles like make you want to be like, oh, what's that? And then I ain't gonna lie to you. When I see featuring June Dwayne now, hey,
Shut up. You
I'm a June
turned up?
fan. I'm a June fan.
No, I am too.
I ain't gonna
I
lie
am
to
too.
you.
And I'd rather do that all alone. There ain't no loving when you hit my phone. Yeah. You to change the vibes, like don't you know? Yeah. You ain't gotta worry about pain no more. I promise I'll never stop. Hop out the whip, I gotta pop my shit like no more talk. No. She wanna link every time I hit that bitch. She like, oh my.
Shout out June. Just talk to June. Shout out Say La Vie dropping this week Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Shout out June.
see
We are
that?
fans of June, aren't
Seven
we?
Trey too.
We fan.
You know,
That's
like
what I was
Seven
about
Trey
to say.
on the
We think
project, so-
Seven Trey has one of the better all around projects. You study. Who else beside this year? Like I'm not trying to like, because we only know we'll say that we only know like within our bandwidth. We did shout out your boy from Henderson, James, and stuff like that. But just within like our kind of like immediacy, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hindsight and study.
I appreciate that. That's real.
We just talk about. I mean, it's real conversations we have. I mean, for real. So
For sure.
I'm about to put Trey in a freaking headlock because I'm like, the world needs to hear his shit too.
Hey, good luck putting him in a headlock. Man. Strong, man.
I know. So I'm like, he. I used to be strong, but like,
For real,
Trey,
did
he wrestle? I don't know.
Yeah, Trey did.
One of them,
Trey
one
said
of them
he
wrestled in high school.
Trey did say he wrestled a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know if he. I'm pretty sure. I'm not tripping. It had to be Trey. It wasn't Mark and it wasn't June.
I think it was.
I don't know if he.
It was Trey.
I don't know if he wrestled.
Nah,
Somebody
ask
did.
him. Ask him.
Right.
Make sure we're wrong, but nonetheless.
All right.
But nonetheless, though, yeah, y'all. That and that's another thing. I guess since we're on topic, I gotta hear it. If him and Trey are on a song, if him and June are on a song, if all three of them are on a song, him and Boss are on a song, I gotta hear what Hxndsxght has in store because y'all do have a chemistry. Like, did y'all naturally come together and have that shit, or have y'all worked on it? Like, it feels like especially you and Trey have a specific chemistry too.
Well, me and Trey been working since 2010.
Okay, so that's why.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the only people I've never fallen out with. Like, That's my brother for real. So
Mm.
a lot of our chemistry is just natural. Like we're on a lot of the same wavelengths a lot of the time. So I feel like that's the most natural. I've known Marino went to high school with us too. Like Marino used to be the Marino used to be the rapper when I'd go to parties and be like, "Yeah, I'm Dylan. I'm trying to rap." "Oh, you got to know about Boss Marino. You got to work with him." And so I started off as a fan of Marino, and then
Was Boss? Is he the same age as y'all? Was he older?
Marino's a little bit older than me.
Hell no. What's
Yeah.
Boss's? What's Boss's? He play sports or anything? Skinny. What do he say? Skinny nigga or something. Damn, I ain't know that. So he went to Eastern.
Went to Eastern, yeah.
Damn.
We
I
had
gotta know his- I
Eastern's
gotta
the
know his-
best rapper city in the school. Best rapper school in the city. Like B Sim went to Eastern.
I knew this was coming.
You know, we had Jetson go to Jordan Jetson went to Eastern.
Oh, I didn't know Jordan went to Eastern.
Yeah, that's how I met him. Well, everybody at Apex, Hxndsxght, everybody at Apex went. Me, Latrey went for that semester. We had a lot of rappers at Eastern. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now I'm thinking about it. But so I was always a fan of Marino. He was getting managed by AP, so we got to become close like that. And then how I met June was just randomly one day I walked past him like 3 times at 400. Like I don't know what I was doing. I was on my own mission. And like I walked past him 3 separate times. Just, "Oh, what's up? Who are you, bro? Like let's tap in." He said his name was June. He's being managed by AP too. I said, "All right, well, I'm gonna hold a certain affinity from my friends artists too, you know, so whatever you need, you got me." AP started getting them shows. I would go to the shows, just checking out June. And I was impressed. Like it was some different sounding stuff I heard. I don't want to say I was like feeling like an old head, but I was starting to get stuck in my ways, like of what I listened to. And so that just opened me up to a different sound. And I was like, okay, I'm understanding it. And so when we sat down, because they wanted to do a project together, me and Latrey got to sit down to pick out beats for him. I could tell from that first session that they were gonna like it was like big brother, little brother dynamic. Like they both annoy me, you know what I'm saying? It's great. Like so they picked out the beats. We started working towards that Boss Born in June album, and I could tell that like their chemistry was crazy. Like the songs they made, it was just the way it meshes. Like when people do collab albums, I feel like they try to sound like the other artist too much sometimes. Like
Yep.
like the Travis Quavo album, they both wanted to be each other.
Ha.
So Marino and June, it's cool we getting June to rap. It's cool we getting Marino on auto-tune, but it was just a natural like harmony.
Yeah.
But we're all together all the time. Like, we're always cooking. We're always making beats together. We go to the bar. We see each other's family. So these are really my dogs. So it's like when we hang out, we make music now. Like that's our. It's just natural at this point. Like I don't want to work with anybody else if I can't have them.
That's home base.
Shit.
That's home base right there. That's great. So that's how it unfolded. Because I wondered, I'm like, how'd they come together? Like June was at Brown. Would they meet at Kentucky Kingdom or something? He said he said
T2.
Dylan said old head. She ride
Like
me
Grease
like
Lightning.
Grease Lightning.
Grease
I was like,
Lightning.
is that what they met? I was like, is that what they met? I said, is that what they met? I was like, June was looking and he said, oh shit, there's a piece of a piece falling off that roller
Motherfucker
coaster.
fell off, right.
That's how she was.
I watched the pod. Y'all said y'all went to school with that girl. That's crazy.
Yeah. We didn't
Shout
really
out-
know her like that, but yeah, I mean,
Nah, but
just-
we knew enough. Like
Right.
Caitlin, she was younger than us. She was younger than us.
Since
You
so-
ain't like a great.
It's Louisville
Yeah, so-
folklore at this point.
No, it really is. And Mazik was cracking a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. We had
Nah,
some
it was
wild
definitely-
stories our years.
It was
We had
def-
some
Ooh.
wild stories.
Oh, I
We
heard
had some
Some
wild
reals.
stories our years.
Ain't even funny stories for real.
I know. That's what I was about to say. We had some wild shit.
And he gonna get into
That's
that.
why right. Right. Niggas traumatizing us. That's
Forever.
not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing.
that's how you process your trauma, bro.
I know that's how I
Right.
process my shit.
Me too. It's
That's
either
fucked up.
anger or laughter.
or laughter.
That's it.
I'd
Like
rather
we
have
goofy.
laughter.
Right. Rather not with the whole organic chemistry. It's easy to spot. It's easy to spot. What is it? RUTB? There's a bunch of songs, man, where I just listen to. Like,
But
Run
you
up
going
the
back to
bag.
shake and bake.
Exactly, right. Anytime June hops on, anytime Trey hops on, anytime Boss hops on. Local legends, Boss, is that Boss?
You mean Boss?
Killed that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, it's just stuff like that where I'm like, yeah, I can feel it. That's, you don't got to say
Yeah.
it. type shit.
June did destroy that run up the bag. I mean, he killed
No,
that.
bro.
He hate that verse.
Bro, I was
He
like,
killed that.
He hates
I
it.
got to start. People be like, Marcus, you
Why?
be doing your research.
Yeah,
I
he
missed
hates
that.
that run up the bag.
This
No,
is
he
like
does not. See,
this is like that
Go
time
ahead.
on not $1 Million Worth of the Game, but the other one, Drink Champs, where Kanye he said something and Nori thought that he said the opposite. He was like, "Yeah, I agree," and then Kanye was like, "No." Like that's how that just was. I thought you were saying I thought you said he ate that verse, but you
No,
said he hate that verse.
that
but
verse.
June hates it.
That's crazy, bro.
Nah,
He ate that motherfucker. Ate.
no,
He
I
did.
agree, but I cracked a little joke and now he don't like that verse.
You don't like it.
What'd you
So
say?
you ruined
I got to
it?
put it out there.
I ruined it for him. I realized it last night that I ruined it for him. Because we was trying to perform it next week and he's like, no, I hate that song. But he got
No,
that.
because I'm
I don't
coming
even-
next week.
You coming?
They're performing next.
Yes, sir.
Might have to slide.
I thought Friday one was Saturday, so I missed you this week because I was trying to get to you this week.
That's what June told me. It's all good.
So I'm like, I need to do better in my scheduling. Like, for real.
you
Me and
good,
Rashad had a
you
scheduling appointment yesterday. But it would have been dope to have some footage for this episode. But nonetheless, we'll have footage for clips
Yeah.
nonetheless. But
Hey, you get me, Marino, and June performing next week.
shit, well, I ain't missing.
Yeah, we all got sets.
Shit. What time it start?
Where at?
I
Yeah,
think it
go ahead.
starts
Put a
7.
7,
All right,
Spinelli's?
it starts at 7. The new Spinelli's downtown.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's $5 tickets. This is a cheap show, so we
Okay.
all ages, man.
What day is it?
I believe it's the 31st or the 30th.
30th. 30th.
30th. Yeah,
If you talk to him tonight, tell him iPod stamps the verse.
he's
And
gonna
then
be
not
here.
only that, we're just gonna be standing there next Saturday, just staring at him, just arms folded. You know, if you don't perform this verse, nigga.
We
I know
walking
you
out.
tall, nigga, but it's 2 of us.
Not facts,
You better get strong Trey on me.
man.
You better
And Marino's-
invite Trey. Is he?
For real.
Marino? He turned from the skinny guy to the okay.
Yeah,
Like, everybody got big and I got skinny. Boy, life's funny.
Right.
hey, I'm still scrawny, bro. Don't worry about it.
I'm like, I don't know. People think I'm bigger than I am. People think I'm smaller than I am.
You have to see him in person. That's all they thing I can say. You gotta see him in person.
I am what I
I
am.
swear. I am, but I am. But no, back to the point. Organic chemistry, Crash Bandicoot. Waiting for the Crash like Crash Bandicoot. Was that a concept that came all the way back from COVID? That was a COVID concept, or was that one of the newer songs?
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
That was a brand new song. They were on my tails because they were like, "Bro, we put you're not gonna put me on the project, but I'll put you on mine." Because I'm on Latrey's project, and I don't know if I'm on June's project.
Okay.
Not the C'est La Vie, but the next one. I don't know if I'm on that yet, so I can't really let y'all know.
Okay.
They were like, "Bro, we put you on our projects. You're not gonna put me on yours." And the only feature I had in mind was Anna. Like the Anna B feature was stamped. I really felt like I needed to do, because if you go back on the old songs on my Spotify, Apple Music, a lot of them are just features. So I needed some solos. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that was basically a song I made for them to hop on the project.
Okay.
The Crash Bandicoot concept that came from Shake and Bake Leftover. Me and Trap did a song called Crash Bandicoot.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That would have been hard for Shake and Bake too, Crash Bandicoot. Like,
I still you could probably
you can
still
do a
do something
Ren
along
mix.
that.
You can do a Ren mix.
A Ren mix? What's that?
Yeah. I ain't going a remix. A new Ren
Ren
mix.
mix?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, anytime we could throw Ren in something, we would do it. Just
I feel you.
to
Like,
give you the
literally.
mindset of what he's talking about.
Make Ren mix to it. Nah, that's
Feel you.
For people to not pick a beat that like is irresistible on every on one of your projects, whether it's like has a saxophone in it or something. It's just who else? Somebody made you. Did Cash make you one?
What's what?
Or was that? It was a beat on something. That's all I gotta keep your music.
You talking about
pulled up.
Cash Gordon?
Yeah.
He did the Run Up the Bag beat.
Okay, so that's what it is. That's why I'm like every project you have like something where it's like a beat is fucking irresistible, and the Crash Bandicoot for me that was one of the ones where I'm like starting from when I heard the beat, I was like, I know they about to fuck this shit up. Not like I just straight up knew you about to fuck it up.
And then
But
Trap
Crash
was fire on the
Bandicoot
hook of that too. By the way, I didn't say that earlier.
on what?
Run Up the
I'll
Bag.
Run Up the Bag. Yeah. Trap got
It was ridiculous.
Trap, Trap do his thing, sometimes. He's trying to get me in a beef though. I ain't gonna say who it is, but he trying to get us in a beef.
We have him on next week, so it's not like this.
Right.
Hey, you have him next week, he'll say the name.
Oh my gosh. This
He
is
will
gonna be
say
our
the
first
name.
one. This is gonna be the first time we messy, Rashid. I'm gonna put that vibe clip where she's like, y'all trying to be messy or whatever, messy
Messy,
podcast.
and
I'm just
hey.
gonna use that every time. Y'all trying to be a messy pod
And
alert,
then
messy pod
before,
alert.
right. Nah, that's
Trap.
tough.
And
Uh-huh.
we had the
Go
show at
ahead.
Kaiju, and he was popping his shit, and he was trying to get us in some shit. They was trying to go camp for camp. So ask him who it is.
So
Hold on. Stop.
at least though it's a
Yeah.
musical beef, a
Yeah, it's
creative
not
beef.
no.
Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
I would
Okay.
say it's friendly for right now.
Right,
But
friendly
I ain't gonna
fire. But that's how it always starts.
Yeah.
Until the hey, you
Didn't
hit
you-
too hard, nigga. And then it,
Right. Right. Hold on. Didn't you perform with See,
Look
that's
at him.
Are you on to something? Will you talk?
No, I'm on the look. I'm not keeping it in the
I don't
pod.
even know what's going
That's
on.
just for me. That's just for me. I had to ask it because I already knew who was on the thing, and I already knew.
See, that's you being messy.
Messy Mark.
You have a song with
Yeah. I engineer everybody in the camp.
Messy Mark.
shout out.
Hey, that wasn't me.
No,
I said it was Trap.
that's
I'm
what I
talking about
said.
Messy Mark though.
No, but I knew who. That's what I said when he said that. I'm like, please don't tell me it's who I think. Yeah, that's my.
Nah. Let him say the names. I ain't gonna be that guy.
Since we own it, let's pivot out of the messiness. How did you and Trap like come together and start creating? Like, I was interested
True.
in that.
Damn, how did I meet Trap? There was a guy we knew. His name was Judah, RP, and he tried to get me on a song one time, and Trap made the beat. This is back when Trap was like a producer.
Mm.
I was like, all right, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I heard a couple more beats later, and I was like, who is this? He made one that really like caught my attention. Me and Trap, we knew each other like being in Facebook groups and whatnot. Like there was a party that was supposed to get booked, and it just so happened they booked me and they booked Trap. And then like the week of, we were supposed to open up for Asher Roth, and so they brought Asher Roth to the city, and we were supposed to rap. And then like the week of, they both dropped us. So my homie was like, yeah, as you know by now, I was on my high horse shit. Like, he's cool, bro, but like, I got who I got. And my homie Kudos was really like fucking with Trap. And he's like, yo, we need to bring him around, see what he could help us out. And I'm like, yeah, we could. I don't know. And then like 2 weeks later, Trap called me and he was like, hey, I want to manage you. And I was like, are you managing me or the group? And he was like, I mean, we can talk about it. So I think like that day, the next day I scooped him. We talked. I brought him back to my friend's house and we just ended up recording all night. Like I could not keep my eyes open. I'm still having to drive him back to, his part of town. So I liked his energy. We had good vibes. We just started mashing. All right, then leave. But so we was catching a vibe. Like we just eventually just meshed. Like it was just like a part of my day was linking up with Trap. And it was like, and eventually my days felt weird without Trap, being around me. So we were just friends for a long time, probably like a year and a half before I ever like made a real song with him. And then after we made a real song, it was over. And then once me and Trap, we ended up getting to open up for a bigger artist. And he booked a show opening up for Chance the Rapper. And this was probably like 2-3 months before Acid Rap dropped. So I remember being in school trying to sell tickets to Chance, and nobody was giving a like. They did not care. Like it was like I might as well have been selling my own tickets, you know. And so we opened up for Trap, and then we met, or we opened up for Chance. We met Chance's drummer backstage, and he gave us like the best advice we still ever heard in our life. Like he was basically the first person to be like, "Y'all are hard. You got to keep going." And it was like validating, you know. So me and Trap basically was like, "Oh, I guess we're like stuck with each other now. Like we got to keep going." And so that's really what it comes down to.
Shake and fucking bake.
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy. That was our first project, and we've known each other 15 years.
So that happens.
Side
I
B?
see you like I see Dillon be marinating on this shit, and also he can't rap with you if he don't fuck with you like that. Not saying he can't work with you. I'm just saying like
Nah,
seem
I
like
gotta I gotta fuck with you if I gotta fuck with you, you know?
No, I
Right,
fuck
yep,
with that.
yep.
For real.
Yep, me too. Because that makes that shit organic as fuck.
That's why me and Marcus, when, you know, like I said, we still make music, but that's why we don't have that many different people that like are on our songs or this or that, because it's the same thing. It just is what it is. It's not no diss to nobody. It's not like we think we better or nothing. It's just how we are as people. Like, now I gotta really fuck
Right.
with you.
It's
You know what I mean? To
right.
vibe
It's more of
with
a
you.
it's
Mm-hmm.
we can make like of course we can make a song together, but like is that motherfucker really gonna hit? You know what I'm saying? Like is it gonna be like a piece of art? You know what I'm saying? It's like just the way you talk about you and Trey or sparring partners or this and that, blah blah blah. Right? You know, it's like that chemistry is what makes it. So, nonetheless, before we get off New Renaissance,
Oh, okay.
New Renaissance,
Okay. I know where he's going.
because I was like, before we move any too far past it, I'll just say Where the Wild Things Are. I really fuck with that one. I don't know why his like the chorus on that one like it's like a fucking hypnosis of like I don't know.
Oh yeah, you already know what it is, man. When I take drugs, I don't feel nothing. I don't want love, just want money. I don't need these friends, just need these hundreds. Crazy things up in my head, but can't discuss it. So I talk to the mic like every night, cause I trust it. Look in the mirror, how you love me. I don't need no love, just need some substance. It's just me against the world, I'm like, fuck it. You turn your back on me like everybody else did.
I fuck with that one. That's
The
one for
beat's
me.
fire too.
Beat's crazy. Whole mood. I fuck with that beat. Did you shout out
Yo,
Ja'Cory
Flo.
on that?
1200.
You say 12? You said what?
Everybody got 1200, but not everybody has Ja'Cory.
Yeah. See, that's why I was like.
That was the COVID line, right?
Yeah. That's why I was like. What else he say? I'm trying. What other? Oh yeah, them with Crash Bandicoot and Team Rocket both. I'm like, you a big Pokemon fan, anime fan,
So I'm a big
Was-
Pokemon fan.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
My deck getting stolen in school.
That's what I was about to say. That's why I had to
Yeah.
break it all back around because I'm
The
like,
deck?
what? Bro, his deck got stolen, bro. Tell the story, bro.
That's
Bro.
hurtful.
That is
So I got
disrespectful,
my-
bro. I don't like it. I don't like that energy, bro. I don't like it.
We had the Yu-Gi-Oh club at school, and I went to middle school for like a couple months here in Louisville. I went to Myers, and I mean they
Okay.
ended up closing it down. So I'm in Myers. We had a Yu-Gi-Oh club or whatever, and I remember I got my deck stolen by I guess my deck was taken by the teacher, and then I ended up trying to get it back, and someone stole it from her desk. It was crazy, but that's back when my peoples used to get on eBay for specific cards. Like we were really building that shit, and yeah, it got taken. So I stopped playing card games altogether.
That's crazy.
What was your most fire card in that deck?
Right.
You said my
What
fire
was-
card?
Like
Yeah.
the best cards you had in that deck.
You have a Dementor, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black
Yeah.
Dragon.
Excelsior.
What did I have? I mean, I had the Dark Magicians and the Red Eyes
Yeah.
Black Dragon.
Yeah.
We
Hey.
had a couple cards. I think I had
That's- hey.
2 Exodius cards.
That's
See?
what I
Yeah,
think. I
see?
said Excelsior, but Exodia. That's what it is.
Exodius. That's what I was about to say. So yeah, his deck might fuck you up if you ain't ready.
If you
I
watch
don't know how
the
to play anymore.
show, that motherfucker Yu-Gi-Oh, he spammed Dark Magician. He
Bro,
like,
He did.
I'm like,
bro, he
damn,
did,
bro,
bro.
nigga.
What's it
I
called?
seen
What
him
do
last
people
week.
say they OD? What do they call it? It's not what is the
OD,
kids use?
yeah.
Is it OD?
OD and spam. That's the two.
That's bro, OD, bro. OD.
That was his Charizard.
Right. No, for real. That was
No, we gotta think about it. It was his
workhorse.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
That was his Pikachu. They was spamming. Hey, I feel bad for
That's
Pikachu.
funny.
That was damn near. He damn near needed workers' rights. Fucking with Ash. That nigga he got his ass beat the fuck up all the time. Then he had to fight Team Rocket, which leads us back to New Renaissance.
Oh, for
Right.
sure.
That's a nice little
The segue.
spin the block. Right. That flow you used on Team Rocket was ridiculous.
Also,
We call that the Nulu flow.
Okay.
Shut up.
Me and Latrey came up with that.
Okay.
Don't
There
let
you go.
nobody in no beef steal that shit from you. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. They can't.
I was playing. Look, Martin, look. I need to stop.
Kakashi my shit.
I didn't say it.
I got a special guest.
What's good, y'all? What's good?
What up, man?
What up?
What up, man?
How y'all feeling, man?
Good.
Where is he?
You already
Hey.
got a few shout outs on this episode, so it's only right you show your
yeah.
face.
Oh yeah, man. We here in the
In
safe.
the lab. Y'all about to get shit
Sure.
cracking?
I'm about to.
Selah. Y'all passed Selah, right? So y'all what y'all doing?
He said we passed Say La Vie. What we doing?
Oh man. Hey, C'est La Vie Wednesday, man. I just dropped the track list. Hey,
I
we gotta
see.
go crazy. We gotta go crazy,
I
dog.
see.
Y'all gonna tune
I
in
see.
soon.
Maybe
and
we'll
we
have
gotta
to
show them.
connect with you.
You know, they
Yeah.
said they coming to the show.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Rashad didn't say
But-
that, but I'll kidnap you.
As far as like,
He ran me over with the bus. I didn't
You
say
said
I
what?
wasn't coming. He's petty. He's petty, bro. I'm not.
I'm a terrible friend, dog. It all started off
too.
with Papa John shit that got out of
Right.
control.
Look, he's been sitting on that. He's like, I'm gonna get you back.
yeah,
Where we on?
you're talking about
Craig-
Team Rocket, Pokemon
Team Rocket.
stuff.
Right. Yeah. Now that the
No,
Nulu
that's it.
flow on Team Rocket. That's
The
crazy.
Nulu flow. The Nulu flow. Yes.
So it's on top
Yeah.
5 too. But me and Latrey trying to bring it back. We had a whole conversation about that.
Okay. Something to look forward to. The Nulu
Shout out
flow.
my homie
If you know,
Derek.
you know.
We got that from him too. All 3 of us made it. I can't not shout him out.
Derek.
Derek White.
Yep, I was about to say Derek White. I don't know why I was about to call him like something else. I was about to call him something else. But Derek White, yes. We got Flow too.
Crash
That's back
Bandicoot.
when I was listening, when I heard Derek White feature, that's back when he was on some Cali wave or something. It was
Yeah.
on that. His beats was different. That was, Dylan's beats. He was going hard too. Them beats though,
Yeah.
I was like, look at Dylan. He ain't boom bap. He ain't got the boom bap underneath. He's going straight. That was back. He's
We
like,
trying
shit,
to
that's
get him
been a
back
while.
out here.
Hey.
I just linked with
What's
him
that?
probably like a week ago. So
Okay.
we trying to get him right on the Hxndsxght album.
Okay. Random people. Did Josh Woods, did he produce something for you back in the day? Me and him followed each other for a long time. I don't know how. Did he go to Eastern?
Nah, he went to, I don't even know. Actually, now that I'm
That's what's-
thinking about it.
That's another person where I'm like, him and your boy AP. Those are 2 people I followed forever, like since Facebook. We're Facebook
Yeah.
friends. Why am I friends with?
Yeah.
I don't. And then I saw that and I'm like, that's random.
Josh had like an island deal. Like he was really like when
Right.
people would come to the city, he would open up for him. Like he opened up
Right.
for Wayne. He was doing all the diamond shows. So that was always like inspiration to me. And I done told him this plenty of times. Like that's really who like I used to look up to. And so when I finally got, I guess, good enough in my opinion to start reaching out for people and, you know, start working with people, that was one of the artists that I tapped in with. But, you know, he's producing now. So
Yeah, right.
had to get a couple
right.
beats from him. I'm trying to get some rapping shit back with him. You know, it's
Okay. Yeah,
It's
get him
coming.
on the song. Anna. Because Anna, she's
I
popping
wanted
on a
to
lot
get
of
back
people's
to her.
TLs now, or the past, how long, but
That's Southside
how did that
Mike's
come
cousin.
about?
Mhm.
No, it's not.
He said it on
She's
the
everybody.
episode, bro. That's what he said on the episode.
Gosh,
She's
I didn't even
everybody's cousin.
realize that.
That's on the clip. He was like, that's my little cousin. I love her. It's on there right now.
She cousins with. Damn, I don't want to just start naming names. You know what I'm saying? But
Right. I'll take
she
it
got
out.
people.
I'll take it out.
She got people who's in the city that do music, and I mean that's little sis. I don't watch her progress.
He said
Tenfold.
Southside Mike said she's down in Atlanta. She's still in Atlanta?
Yeah, she moved to Atlanta in September.
That's why she was in Damani's video, T.I.'s son.
Okay.
She's been in a couple of his videos.
That's what I was about to say. I'm like,
that's dope.
But that's when I was like, well, she got to be in Atlanta.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to go out there and see her soon. We got to shoot
Shout
this
out
Nocturnal
Anna.
video.
Bro,
Please.
that's one of my favorites on this project.
It is.
I appreciate that.
It is. Like you said, you
And then
carefully
she was
crafted
on
that bad boy.
She was on Seasick. I was like,
She was on
okay, so
Seasick.
y'all been
Yeah,
working.
Seasick.
Oh
I've
yeah.
been working.
I was her main engineer for a long time.
All right.
So her singles like Bad, CEO,
Yeah.
those are songs that I engineered for her.
Damn.
And she got some beats from us, so.
How'd you link with her?
How'd I link with her? Dang. I think I met her at YGBJ studio.
Shout
I
out
don't know if
him.
y'all
That's
familiar
somebody
with
else
who
we
he
gotta
is.
get on. Yes, we gotta get YGB. on.
YGBJ. That's my dog.
Okay, shout out YGB.
I'm gonna shout out Jay because he was the reason why I have more confidence in being a rapper, because he was trying to teach me the differences between a 20-year-old rapper and a 30-year-old rapper, and it was there's no differences. It was non-existent. So I was like, damn, you really opened up my eyes. So I'm gonna shout him out every time. But he really changed my whole perspective in these last year trying to be an artist. And so yeah, we met. I think me and Latray went up to his studio. He had a studio on Broadway, and we pulled up, and I think I met her there. And then I went to a video shoot probably the next week, and she was there. And then I just started seeing her everywhere I went, and I was like, "Nah, let's tap in." So I think we did a couple sessions, and we were liking our sound where we were going with, and then we were locked in. Me and Anna probably done 80 songs at this point.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yep. I need to shut
That's
up, man.
crazy.
I need to get back in the stew.
Right.
Damn.
There's tons of artists I'm 80 deep with, 60, 80 deep. Now, I mean, you get that being an engineer,
Of course.
producer.
Of course, but still.
That's crazy.
It is. That's what, man, that's a testament to your artist's work ethic as well.
She is a workhorse. She's
Is she?
in that studio every day, and I don't even want to think about what she's doing out there in Atlanta. Like the work she's doing with other artists. She's telling me she's been locking in on 24-hour sessions and everything. So I'm proud of her for real. Like that's really my baby sis.
I need to get
Shout
my
out
shit
Annie
up.
B.
That sounds like a 5K, a rap 5K, a 24-hour session.
That would be a good content piece. See what you can do.
Am I tripping? Am I tripping in this thought? I've just been thinking about it this week. Remember when J. Cole did the whole, Revenge of the Dreamers? They all rented out a house.
That's what they were
brought
doing?
in, I hope.
We've done that before.
That's what I had to ask that. I didn't know if Hxndsxght be on that shit.
We trying to do that in other cities. We trying to do that at we have this studio in Nap where it's basically an Airbnb and a studio underneath.
Shut up.
Yeah, shout out Indianapolis. What's it called? It's called City Dump. I fuck with it. But
City Dump?
City Dump, yeah.
Okay.
But we trying to tap in with more stuff like that. We did have the last thing I was a part of with something like that was we had an Airbnb for Joey Phantom and Susie Tatiana, and we just produced the whole time. And I was off
Right. I was about to say
10 beats a day.
for people who don't know, hey,
10 beats a day, man. 10 beats a day. I felt like it was
powered
crazy.
up.
It's a machine.
the McCluskey machine.
Right.
What the fuck you turned into?
Hey, I like that.
The
Right.
McCluskey machine.
Right. He's fucking with it.
I told you I'm gonna MC some shit for you. Don't let me get the early Saturday. I fuck around, have a script.
Who let him on
Look,
stage,
Might
bro?
need that. You said
My
don't let
my
him.
niece,
No, I'd be like,
I-
they'd be like, who let him on stage? Who is this?
and then I'm gonna say, and don't nobody want a beef. You feel me? And then
Before
it's
the trap.
over. Then it's over. Then it's over. Then trap comes on. Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, Dylan's like, I don't even
Yeah.
want to perform no more. And I'm like,
Step-
and then I'm like, run up them bands. And June's like, I'm out.
Right. Look,
Everybody just
bro,
leaves.
where's he
Everybody
at?
just leaves.
Where's he at?
You want me to go find him?
Just,
I put Trey in the headlock. This will be
I
our
just
last
need-
thing. We'll let you go. We'll let you go after this.
I need 30 seconds
Where's
on
he
that.
at? They were getting mad at me because I was leaving them outside. I said, bro, I told y'all I had this interview. Let me see.
We almost done. I promise y'all. We almost done. Shit.
They trying to ask you something.
Young dun to have the city turn.
We at the studio right now. My fault.
I let the
No, you
Philly
good,
burn.
Hey, they want to ask you a question, bro.
Oh yeah.
That ain't the new loop
What's
flow,
up,
is
yo?
it?
Hey, so me and Mark both agree you destroyed your verse on Run Up the Bands. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know that song.
But I heard that you don't fuck.
Bro, did he
I
just say
heard
I
you
know that
don't-
song?
Yes.
Like it was a person, like
Right.
that, like he has
Oh,
no
man.
association with, even though he
We-
was on the song.
We heard you don't fuck with
You
the
see how he
verse,
treats
bro.
you?
That's crazy.
I
He
didn't
treated
really
like a girl.
Bob Ray.
Bro, he's treating it like a
Yeah.
one night stand, bro. On God, he's treating it like a one night
Yeah,
stand.
it was one of those you woke up in the morning, you like,
It's not.
I don't
though.
even know her
It's-
name.
Right, you don't even know her name.
Y'all like,
Bro,
I don't know,
you
y'all.
killed
I ain't
that
gonna lie. I
motherfucker.
appreciate the
Yes.
love on the verse. But, ooh, that verse, to me, it wasn't my best work, man. But hey, blame Dylan and Trap King Kai for that, because they know. They know.
Nah, they know too.
Don't worry.
They know.
Those are next two
That's
people
funny.
we talking.
We got trap on next.
Right. We might have to bring it up one more time. Won't let it die.
Just one last time. Third time's a charm.
He's gonna be like, leave it alone, niggas. Damn.
Say la fucking V to that shit.
Damn,
Say la
nigga.
fucking V to that shit.
Listen
He
to my
said, say
new
my beat
shit.
of that.
Say like, he-
Nah, for real.
We'll drop
And
it.
that would say that. And that would say la vie is no, such is life. That's life.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I ain't tripping. All right,
The very
I had
last thing I got, last track on your album,
Renaissance.
my bad, Renaissance Man. I feel like you got vulnerable on that. Like
He did.
I did.
it was fire though. It was fire. But I fuck with that. That's all I just had to point that out.
He
The
did.
title and everything. Like I said, we've had tracks called Ren Men, Renaissance Men, and all that, and that's what we think of ourselves as well. So that's dope. Have a like-minded individual like
Fellow-
you on that.
A fellow
For sure.
Renaissance man.
I feel like you got to be at this point, you know, like even like I hate to use sports references all the time, but even like
Me too.
in the 90s, if I had a jump shot, I'd make the team. Now they want me to have the jump shot, play defense, and I got to pick up on the perimeter. And it's like you got to be multifaceted to do anything creative now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and so that's how I see myself. Whatever, you know, I wear every hat. No excuse. I wear every hat like signing day. You know, so
Yep.
Right.
There you go. There you go.
To wrap it
There
back
you
around,
go.
if
To
you
wrap it
ain't
back
doing
around.
that, somebody else is running 100 slants. You know what I mean? Somebody
somebody
Man,
else
so
is waking
some-
up doing them 100 slams before lunch.
There's a
For real.
Lamont in locker room lifting your weights.
lifting
Like, you
your
feel me?
shit. That's your shit.
Like, damn. I'm still traumatized by it. I gotta talk to him. Like, we gotta.
I gotta ask him what's he doing pulling up to other school, working out in they weight room. That's crazy.
For real.
But nonetheless, what's your shout outs, Dylan? Your people, your project, shout out your performance. Let us know where we can get it all the Dillon McCluskey experience.
All right. I just dropped a project called New Renaissance in February. Y'all can check it out. Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to your music. June dropping, Say La Vie Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
We trying to keep going on the Hxndsxght train this year. Am I a part of anything? I think everybody on the team's working on a project. Reno's dropping this year. Trap's dropping this year. I want to try to get another project before the Hxndsxght album, but
Okay.
I'm excited that I want to try to drop this year because Like New Renaissance is cool, but to me it just sounds dated. Like I told y'all, those are projects or songs I've been holding on to. So I'm kind of curious to hear like this new sound I want to find and what we can deliver this year. But yeah, you see me in the studio, I'm always working. So, you know, we're gonna keep going, man. Just watch out.
Yes. I don't know. And even though you feel it's dated, it still had a nice impact. It's still having an impact. It's still having a moment. So I appreciate you putting it out. Like Rashad said, I appreciate you being vulnerable on Renaissance, man. It's still doing something. I'm still digesting it, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So I might give you you and Trey's project, I am. I'm
That's real.
still
I appreciate that.
digesting both of it. You know what I'm saying? So now appreciate y'all's artistry, y'all's articulation, y'all's commitment to the craft, everything y'all articulated there. Anything we can do to support. It don't got to be in this format and shit. It don't have to be this long, but always keep it in the loop, man. Because we are fans of like that progression, like just digging into that and then going back further and then getting into like the weeds of it. Like we said, we are fans of progression. So we become fans of you and that's what I'm saying. And what y'all doing as a collective and y'all's chemistry. We've been, luckily to share 3/4 of y'all's story. I don't know if Boss Marino is the 4th. I don't know if I'm messing that up at all, but like, we're excited for the Hxndsxght album. Hopefully we keep doing stuff in the future, together on, whatever. But just had to say all that, man. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you allowing us and, to be comfortable enough for us to tell your story,
Of course, I appreciate y'all.
and all those things. And I guess like if you want like an actual outro, we ain't none of them people who's just gonna say, you know who it is, fuck with us. You already know who it is, and you fuck with it. He was only here for a good time, not a long time. Shit, me too. Split your swish your sip your liquor. Maybe we can set the vibes. Cause we always gonna be alright. Peace.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Why you only see me in the nighttime? That's the only time that I feel alive. Only hit you when I feel alright. Tonight's one of those nights, so is you down to ride? Yeah. I need you to distract me from my own thoughts, so I'm not out here chasing any more thoughts. I need a girl that can be my homie. Who can I call when I'm sad and lonely?